Male incontinence is nothing to be ashamed of. While it is often stigmatized, there is no mistake about the fact that many individuals find it difficult to speak about a problem as intimate and private as incontinence. As a result, they withdraw from life, avoid seeking medical help, and many struggle with treatments that don't completely solve the problem. But it's also true that there is much reason for hope. The first step in controlling urinary incontinence is learning more about its symptoms, diagnosis, and newer, innovative, and exciting treatment options that are available.
Urinary incontinence is a debilitating and distressing condition for many men. This involuntary loss of urine affects anywhere from 1 in 4 to 1 in 5 men, and that equates to over 400 million people around the world. Following prostate cancer surgery, the majority of men will experience some form of urinary leakage. The good news is that the majority of men will regain their continence after a year, but unfortunately around 1 in 5 men will continue to leak urine even after a year. For these men, they will continue to suffer from leakage, which will require the use of a pad or some other form of protective garment.
Worldwide, about 150 million men suffer from urinary incontinence. It is a very distressing and complex situation. It affects them emotionally, mentally, physically. It prevents men from participating in life's activities, social engagements, or physical activities. Many men experience this as they retire, and they're looking forward to playing golf, for example, and it may impact their golf game. It's embarrassing, it's undignified. Many men need to wear diapers, which can further the embarrassment, and many men suffer in silence.
Urinary incontinence, or UI, can affect virtually all aspects of someone's life. There's symptoms, clearly symptoms in terms of managing urine that's leaking, and you'll have complications from that, whether it be rashes or other smell and other kind of really personal impacts. But the impacts in terms of not doing things socially, not exercising, not hydrating properly, not experiencing kind of life the way you were before incontinence, those are the things that have the greatest impact.
Because of the incontinence, I started using various devices to control it, and the trouble with not knowing how well controlled I was. For instance, going to choir practice and sitting for 2 hours and not knowing whether the pad is going to overflow or my leg bag is going to get too full, whatever the device I was working. So it was frustrating. It was really anger-making. I got quite angry about things for a while.
This product has the ability and does change the lives of our customers. The treatment options for men are really not that good. And when we investigated it, it was very clear that there was a gap. It's a complex condition, we have a product service offering, and we have fantastic results.
The Contino is a self-administered medical device for the treatment of urinary leakage or incontinence. Men are able to self-administer the device. They can insert it into the urethra and leave it there comfortably over the course of the day. When they need to urinate, they can remove the device themselves, after which they can rinse it under lukewarm water and reinsert it into the urethra easily or store it for later use.
While there are many treatment options available for male urinary incontinence, such as behavioral strategies or reduction of bladder irritants, treating constipation, many men resort to diapers, which is very undignified and it makes men feel much older. There are surgical options as well, but now we have a new novel device that is safe and effective for men, the Contino. And it is something that a man wears every single day, and it will actually help to stop those bladder leaks. It gets men back to living their life again.
I would encourage men who might be looking at the possibility of having freedom from pads for leaking to look carefully at using Contino and making up their mind they're going to make it work, because it does work.
Ken, the inspiration for Contino, has been using the product for over 10 years. He's over 90, he rides his bike, he's still very active, and that impact he wants to share. And we're very excited to share this opportunity with other men that suffer from this distressing and chronic condition. Urinary incontinence is a complex condition, and you do not need to suffer in silence. Contino is a simple solution that solves your bladder leakage and gets you back to living the life you once had.
You or a loved one do not need to suffer in silence. To learn how men are getting back to life with Contino, visit mycontino.com. Contact us for a free Contino Nurse consultation to determine if Contino is right for you.